Welcome back to the channel, automotive purists and supercar enthusiasts. Today we are bringing you an incredibly special update from the sun-drenched lawns of the Quail during Monterey Car Week. In an era where the automotive industry seems completely obsessed with heavy battery packs, silent electric motors, and paddle-shifted automatic transmissions that do all the thinking for you, it is easy to feel like the golden age of the analog driving experience is slipping away. However, there is a legendary German manufacturer that absolutely refuses to let the art of driving die. We are, of course, talking about RUF Automobile. At this year's Monterey Car Week, they unleashed a machine that instantly captivated everyone in attendance. It is an analog masterpiece that completely shuns modern digitized trends to deliver pure, unadulterated, visceral thrills. Get ready to meet the breathtaking RUF Era, a bespoke grand tourer that is being widely hailed as the ultimate analog supercar that Porsche simply will not sell you. To truly understand the profound significance of this new model, we have to look closely at the name it proudly wears. The Era moniker is a direct homage to the famous Era Lessian Proving Ground in Germany, a top-secret test track owned by the Volkswagen Group. This is the exact hallowed ground where automotive history was rewritten back in 1987. It was on that massive straightaway that test driver Phil Hill piloted the iconic RUF CTR, affectionately known globally as the Yellowbird, to a staggering top speed of 211 miles per hour. That legendary run officially crowned the Yellowbird as the fastest production car in the world at the time, instantly cementing RUF's reputation as a top-tier automotive powerhouse. By naming their newest flagship after the track itself rather than just creating another Yellowbird tribute car, RUF is making a deliberate statement. They are choosing to celebrate the monumental achievement and the pursuit of ultimate speed, rather than leaning solely on nostalgia. While the RUF Era undeniably features a silhouette that heavily echoes the classic Porsche 911, it is absolutely crucial to understand that this vehicle shares virtually nothing with any production car rolling out of Stuttgart today. RUF is officially recognized as an independent manufacturer, and the Era is built entirely around their highly advanced, proprietary, lightweight carbon fiber monocoque chassis. This is the same cutting-edge foundational architecture that underpins their other exclusive models, like the SCR and the off-road Rodeo. The design philosophy behind the Era was to create a remarkably capable grand tourer, a car that balances extreme, uncompromised performance with the comfort required for long-distance, high-speed journeys across continents. Visually, the Era commands immediate respect with its aggressive, purpose-built wide-body stance. Compared to the already impressive CTR anniversary model, the Era has been stretched out significantly, running 58 millimeters wider at the front axle and 54 millimeters at the rear. These swollen fenders are not just for aggressive aesthetics, they serve a critical aerodynamic and mechanical purpose, allowing for a much wider track that dramatically improves high-speed stability and accommodates massive cooling systems. Interestingly, RUF decided to skip their traditional aerodynamic signatures for this model. You will not find a classic ducktail or a massive fixed whale-tail spoiler dominating the rear deck. Instead, the designers opted for a much sleeker fastback roofline integrated with a variable vented carbon fiber rear wing. This highly sophisticated spoiler remains completely hidden to preserve the clean lines of the car, deploying automatically at highway speeds to generate essential downforce and tucking away when it is no longer needed. The launch vehicle, showcased in California, was finished in a stunning liquid silver paint job, beautifully contrasted by yellow brake calipers front and rear, which serves as a quiet, respectful nod to its Yellowbird lineage. The exterior is perfectly rounded out with custom front and rear fascias, modern LED lighting clusters, clever air intakes integrated directly into the rear quarter windows, and a set of breathtaking 5-spoke forged magnesium wheels secured with center-lock hubs. The beating heart of the RUF Era is a true mechanical marvel that sits proudly at the rear of the chassis. RUF has equipped this Grand Tourer with their spectacular 3.6-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six. This heavily developed boxer engine unleashes a ferocious 660 horsepower alongside an incredible 664 pound-feet of torque. To put those numbers into perspective, that's on par with a brand new modern 911 Turbo S. However, the true performance advantage of the Era lies in its fanatical dedication to weight reduction. Thanks to the extensive use of carbon fiber and lightweight components, the Era tips the scales at under 3,000 pounds. That's nearly 1,000 pounds lighter than its contemporary rivals, resulting in a power-to-weight ratio that is nothing short of terrifying. RUF claims this masterpiece will launch from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a blistering 3.2 seconds, and while they haven't officially confirmed a top speed, reaching well beyond the 200-mile-per-hour mark is almost guaranteed given its namesake. But the absolute most shocking and celebrated feature of the RUF Era is how it transfers all that immense power to the tarmac. In a move that completely defies the modern supercar rulebook, RUF has completely rejected the idea of fitting a paddle-shifted automatic transmission. Instead, this 650 horsepower all-wheel drive monster is equipped exclusively with a glorious 7-speed manual gearbox. Building a hyper-advanced supercar in 2026 and giving the driver a stick shift and a clutch pedal is a profound, deliberate choice. It proves that RUF prioritizes driver engagement and pure emotional connection over shaving a few tenths of a second off a lap time. The power is managed by a fully variable all-wheel drive system paired with a rear limited slip differential. The engineers specifically tuned this system to heavily preserve rear-wheel drive dynamics whenever conditions allow, ensuring the driver maintains genuine latitude and control, rather than just relying on a sterile electronic safety net. The suspension geometry is just as exotic as the powertrain. RUF utilizes a double wishbone suspension setup at all four corners, complemented by pushrod-actuated horizontal adaptive dampers. This race-derived layout is meticulously tuned to provide precise, razor-sharp feedback through the steering wheel without ever sacrificing everyday ride quality necessary for a true Grand Tourer. Massive 6-piston front and 4-piston rear brakes ensure this lightweight missile can scrub off speed just as violently as it accelerates. Stepping inside the cabin, you are immediately enveloped in an environment that perfectly matches the incredible mechanical effort underneath the skin. The interior is a masterclass in combining vintage charm with modern supercar execution. The driver and passenger are held securely by folding carbon fiber bucket seats that are lavishly trimmed in beautiful light brown leather. The center inserts of the seats feature RUF's signature Pasha checkered pattern, providing a delightful retro aesthetic. The driver grips a perfectly sized leather-wrapped free-spoke steering wheel while their feet dance across bespoke titanium pedals. True to its analog nature, the dashboard is dominated by traditional green-faced analog gauges. While there is a small integrated digital display for necessary modern functions, it is deliberately designed to blend seamlessly into the background rather than dominating the cabin like a massive tablet. Ultimately, the RUF Era is a spectacular triumph of automotive engineering and a powerful statement about what a modern performance car should be. It's not just another staggeringly fast supercar, it's a meticulously handcrafted, manual shifting celebration of the driving experience. For those wealthy enough to acquire one, it offers an analog purity that major manufacturers have long since abandoned.